Hello everybody, Mr. here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Dawntrail. In the last episode, we formulated a plan to deal with Zeralja, with Wuklamont planning to challenge him to a duel and then trying to knock out his regulator, while we try to rescue Yakwe, I think her name was, who got captured, to prevent him from attacking Tuliolol. So he went there, Wuklamont challenged him to the duel, and we were able to get him to release, or sort of get him to release Yakwe, not without having to, protect her in the process. But, Wuklamont was able to knock out the regulator, and then Sphene showed up, and it got revealed that she'd been lying to us this whole time, that she was actually the one who orchestrated the attack on Tuliolol. She wants to harvest all life outside the dome. Why? We don't quite know yet. And that she is essentially not just this kind of artificial construct, she's more of a kind of holographic or illusory projection formed around one of the mechanical soldiers. So, and she can basically transfer from one soldier to another soldier at will, as needed. And then, Zeralja ordered the attack on Tuliolol, but the Scions and all the prepared defenses seemed to be working pretty well, and Kona forged an alliance with Raz-dat-Han while we were away, and got Vitra in to start blowing up the airships. So that was pretty nice. And when Zeralja got word that his army wasn't doing so well, he got frustrated. He attacked one of his own men and took his regulator, and then issued an order to essentially kill all the civilians in Everkeep and harvest their souls. Commandeer their souls. So, much to Sphene's chagrin and surprise, so we headed back to Everkeep, worked with Sphene to help defend the people here, because he seems pretty genuine in her desire to protect her people. And so we fought off the soldiers and monsters that were been released into the city. We ran into Otis, because, Otis and Gululja showed up to try to help stop Zeralja, but that didn't work. And Zeralja put some sort of override on Otis, so we had to kind of beat him out of that. And then Otis helped us fight off another one of the big monsters, but was basically destroyed in the process. So he's taken out. So for now, things seem to be taken care of here in Solution 9, but we have more work to do. So that is kind of where we are at. Now, kind of in between episodes, I had to go get myself leveled up. I'm now level 99, so we can continue with the MSQ. But I was thinking about Sphene and how some of her actions don't seem to quite line up. They're a little contradictory, I would say. You know, even if she's been lying to us, like why she showed up and said that she was at odds with Zeralja, why she asked Wuklamont to make peace with Zeralja. So some things aren't quite aligning. It's also possible that we just don't have all the information yet. But I was doing some thinking. Sphene is basically a sentient AI at this point that has been imbued with the memories and personality of a now deceased Queen Sphene. And it seems like from Sphene's, the ancient or the old Queen Sphene's personality, that she probably wouldn't have been on board with a lot of what's going on. But it's possible there's some other overriding imperative involved that could be driving the current Sveen to do some of the things that she's doing. And that there's kind of an internal conflict going on between this imperative and her personality matrix, to use some terminology. So, the common thing that seems to be very strong between both would be her desire to protect her people. So that's kind of where I'm currently leaning. But still trying to work it out. But we just need more information. We don't know everything that's going on here yet. So, we will see. We will see. But let's get to it. Uglamat. I've been thinking, by wearing regulators, the people of Alexandria have been spared the fear of death. That's because the device not only resurrects you, it also erases your memories of the departed. The very notion of dying would have become vague, if not forgotten. True. I didn't consider that they no longer remember anyone who's died. So no one, as far as they're aware, has known of anyone who's ever died. To be killed over and over, I can't imagine how traumatized the survivors must be. Even if they are not physically hurt, they would still need care. At a time like this, the citizens need their queen to console them. But where has she gone? I don't know. There are other districts, or perhaps she's checking on them? In any case, it's too much for her to handle alone. Countless people will be distraught, and we ought to provide them with what comfort we can. So, while Kafkiwa and her crew tend to those with physical injuries, let's seek out those whose wounds are emotional. Understood. If you and Ayame want to concentrate on True View, the rest of us will see to the other areas. Alright, sounds like a plan. Alright, everyone, we'll meet up in the back room after. Alright. Let's see where we're headed. Just down south here. We have a trembling man. I've never been so scared in my life. I died in an accident before, but it was nothing compared to this. We killed again and again and again. It was a living nightmare, and King Zeralda was behind it, you say? Since he suddenly appeared, he's been done nothing but good for us. He thinks only of war. Oh, he's done nothing good for us. He thinks only of war. Ordered more soldiers to be produced. Now he unleashes them on us. He's no king of mine. He's a murderer, and someone needs to make him pay. Alright. An exhausted man. Thank you. I'm alright, I think. Say, you were fighting with Queen Sveen, weren't you? Are the rumors true then? That Her Majesty isn't a living person? That her actual body is elsewhere? In the cloud or some such? And she uses a special power to appear before us? I'd always wondered why the Alexandrians never questioned her true nature, but now I think I understand why. She personally fought to protect us. That's enough for me to know she's a worthy ruler. Doesn't matter what she is. We shall see. A stunned woman. It's over? I'm still alive? Ah, thank goodness. Makes no sense. What right did the king have to destroy our lives like this? Give us back our peace. Keep us out of your damned war. Alright. Need to head to the back room now and see what's going on there. Yep. See to the back room. Alright. Jail? We managed to seal off access routes on all levels. Any remaining soldiers should be contained now. We couldn't have done it without you and yours out there fighting. Thank you. Ululja? Well, yeah, because Zeralja just let him go after he teleported back here. So evidently he's been recovered. Kapkiwa? We've helped those we could in Solution 9. We're now looking to send people to the other levels. Alright. Buklamat. It seems things are somewhat under control, while Alice and the others are still out there. Couldn't help but worry about Guluja. He hasn't uttered a word, and a small wonder given his ordeal. I'm going to talk to him about everything. Right as he is, there's no use hiding it. He'll eventually find out, and it hurt him more. Very well. Above all, he needs to know that he isn't alone. Alright.
Are you all right, Guloja?
Lots of people are dead because of my father, aren't they?
That's...
And Otis. He's gone too, isn't he?
I'm sorry.
My father is a bad man. That's why you're going to kill him, aren't you?
Oh, sweetheart. Look.
Forget it. I don't care anymore.
Listen to me, Guloja. You're right. We're going to confront your father. He invaded Tulihyolal and hurt my people. As vow of resolve, it's my duty to bring him to justice.
Don't you think of him as family anymore?
After the attack, I was filled with rage. I told myself over and over that he's no brother of mine. But it isn't so simple. No matter what I feel or say, all those years I spent striving to live up to his example, they won't just disappear. What's more, it's because we're family that we have to correct each other when someone goes astray. That's why I must confront my brother. like your grandfather did. Even though it cost him his life.
But Otis is gone now. If my father was gone too, then I'd have no one.
What are you saying, Galuja? Take a look around.
You have us, Gululja. All of us. We'll be with you. Through thick and thin. You're not alone. You'll never be alone again.
Alright then. You see, I'm sorry I didn't listen and follow you. But I wanted to stop my father and maybe understand why he did what he did. Alright. Kiwa? I've been keeping a lot inside, both Guluja and Wuklamat. Alright. You should get some rest, Guluja. You've been through a lot. I do feel a bit sleepy. There's a room in the back you can use. Could you take Guluja there? I will, thank you. Alright. Next. The things I would say to Zeralja as a mother, but I'd better not get started. Instead, let me thank you. We couldn't have gotten through this without you and yours. Until the others return, you ought to take what rest you can as well. It isn't over yet, after all. Something wrong? You could head, prepare for... otherwise, feel free to the back room. You're getting a little... You're breaking up. What's the image you say? Is this still happening? No? Well, it's an old worn thing. There's bound to be a few hitches. It's nothing to worry about, though. We have a meeting to discuss. We'll have a meeting to discuss our next move in a little while. So until then. Alright, Kafkiwa wishes to hold a strategy meeting and gives us an ether current. Now, did I have... Ah, yes. It's going to be the last ether current for Heritage found. Very good. Alright, enough rest, have you? Then let's round up everyone. I still smell fish. Right. During your confrontation with him, Zeralja bade Wuklamat come to the tower's summit. Problem is, the elevators have been locked down due to the state of emergency. We've been working to lift the access restrictions, but frankly, it's not looking promising. Are there any other ways we can get to Zeralja? We believe so. As you know, Solution 9 occupies Everkeep's 9th level. The summit, meanwhile, is the 12th. The map appears to be cut off. While the King and Queen's residence is believed to be located there, the details are highly classified, hence the lack of map data. We do, however, have reliable intelligence concerning everything up to the 11th level. What is this place? That is Origenics, the facility where souls are separated and refined for use. The process begins at the base with the extraction of souls from regulators and fiends. These souls are then transported to the etheric separator where they are cleansed of memories. Finally, they are packed within soul cells for distribution. Oh, for Fend, they've recreated the process by which souls are broken down in the ethereal sea. An affront to nature, I know, but ethical discussions must wait. The salient point is that the facility extends vertically from the 1st to the 11th levels. Now, as Zeralja intends to strengthen himself with the people's souls, as we strongly suspect, then the facility will be operating to process and transport those souls directly to him on the 12th level. So in order to reach Zeralja, we must make our way through Origenics. Precisely. As the facility sustains the Alexandrian way of life, security will be extremely tight. But if you are willing to brave the route, we'll back you up as best we can. What say you? Alright, let's get to work. Alright, it goes without saying that we're going. I've never had any doubts. I'm coming too. You'll need guidance on site, and this body makes me best suited. Hold it. Before you set off, I have to ask. All this time, you've known that Sphene is an endless, haven't you? Yes, we have. Why didn't you tell us? Honestly, it didn't seem relevant to the matters at hand. More complicated to explain than it was worth, and a distraction from our efforts to deal with Zeralja. Speaking of which, we should get moving. Those who are selling forth, we gather in front of the tower. Changing the subject, I see. We can count on you to provide support from here, yes? Of course. All right. Aranville. I need to talk to you about... Never mind, I can wait. Lest you wonder, I have no objections to remaining here. Someone needs to keep those in Tuliolol informed. Best of luck to you. Very well. Again, she's right. It really isn't relevant right now. We have bigger fish need to be fried. Then we can deal with it. And we have some side quests, which I will do later. Alright. Grahatia? At the summit of Everkeep, finally, we shall see what the clouds conceal. Trial? I'm coming too, of course. This is what I worked so hard to be part of. Alize? I've spoken with Alphino. Apparently the dragons came to Tuliol's aid. Yep. And Wuklamat. Duralja is no king, not anymore. For the sake of Tuliolol of the world, we must put an end to his madness. Alright. Tapkiwa? All present accounted for? Excellent. We'll make for the summit in one push. It'll be a grueling climb, so see to it you spare no preparation. Very well. Alright, the entrance to Origenics is located on the back of Everkeep. We can reach it by the water. Come, we head to the pier at the Drift Downs. And I can fly now. I gotta finish off the map as well, but again, all my own time. Though I will go ahead and just grab this real quick. Alright, LSA. So, we just have to make our way up. Seems nice and straightforward to me. Oklamat. We're going to ride that oversized container, are we? Don't worry, you won't catch me muling over a little seasickness. Not anymore. Gohatia. A facility for processing souls. As distressing as the very concept is, I confess I'm curious to see the technology employed. And Kryl. Visibility is quite poor, but let us trust in our allies to ferry us safely over. And Kiluswa. Kilusa? I'm with Oblivion. Kefkiwa told me all. Alright. I will now explain how this mission will unfold. Origenics takes delivery at specific times. It is at one such time that we will enter the facility aboard the hover cargo. Kilusa will pilot the vehicle, so you need only sit tight until we arrive at the entrance. Our friends in the back room will create a diversion so we can steal inside. After which we make our way to the summit, striking down any foes that bar our path. Easy, yes? Easy to say, perhaps, but we'll manage one way or another. That we will. In anticipation of the unexpected, we should maintain contact with the support crew and adapt as necessary. Indeed, I shall use the communicator I borrowed from Shale to keep them informed at all times. I see everyone has a grasp of the details. Good. We set off very soon, so be ready. And by very soon, I mean now. All right. Let's form up. Who we bringing? Again, I'm inclined to bench.
Let's give it our all.
Wuklamat for this one. Primarily just because I'm a warrior, so I mean we can use her as a DPS, but I'll bring LSA. Let's go. There's Alice. Still jumping ahead. Resources have escaped, moving to recapture. Resources.
You underestimate me!
Allow me.
Take that! You underestimate me!
All right. Elevator console. All right, classic elevator fight. A shame this elevator doesn't go straight to the top. Nope, no fight on the elevator. Oh, come on. You, get over here. Oh. Would help if I was hitting the right buttons. Information terminal. Row upon row of names are shown on the terminal display. It appears to be a list of those who were recently taken to the cloud. Might Namika be among them? Well, a whole bunch just were, so... Herpicaris? Alright. Let's see what you got. Oh, here's the elevator fight. Okay. There had to be an elevator fight. Okay, other side, other side. And back again. Oh, I got hit. Okay, right, rear, left, right, rear, left. Okay. Alright, we got the blobs again. Okay. Ah. Position myself in line there. Okay, be right, left, back. Ah. Got clipped. But this thing's almost down. Alright, I go top it from here. Those, stay on your toes. Oh, there's treasure coffer. Not the best camouflage now, is it? Please present the identification. Failure to comply will result in the use of force. Well, too late for that.
Hold on.
Turrets. And information terminal. Priority observation subject. Identification number 161127. Name Namika. Physical cessation age 86. Which means that she was 56 before she left. Okay. System memory erasure completed. Corporeal disposal completed. Ethereal extraction completed. This is where souls are stripped of memories. Okay, the souls are the white matter and they're being sent to Zerolja. And the memories are going somewhere else. Information terminal. Second stage separation. Mixed ether is put through the etheric separator and divided into its soul and memory components. Soul ether is then conveyed to upper Origenics for final processing, and memory ether to the meso terminal. Route and location classified. Unless expressly specified, the memories of fiends are discarded. The meso terminal. Alright, here they come. Alright, more. Treasure cover first. Ring of Slaying. Deceiver, huh?
How's this?
Just the beginning.
I go the opposite direction. No, not at the moment. Covering fire. I think. Yeah, okay. The fuzzy ones were fake. Initiating suppressive fire. Here. We want to be knocked back into the real ones. Okay. Now we're gonna layer things here. Yep.
This should do it!
Oh, don't want to overlap. Origenics ring of fending. Excellent. Swap that out. Interesting. This is where our data ends. You're on your own now. Okay. Treasure coffer and an information terminal. Piety materia? Is that what I got? Yeah, worthless.
You underestimate me!
Information terminal. Third stage purification. Separated souls undergo thorough cleansing for the removal of residual memories. The purifying light is harmful to organic beings, so utmost care must be taken during the procedure. Even the slightest contamination may lead to memory and personality disorders within the user. As such, each and every soul must be cleared using the precision detector. Having completed the aforementioned process, a soul may finally be made available for the people of Alexandria. Your efforts are essential to the functioning of our nation, and we thank you for undertaking your duties with diligence. It's interesting. Oh, hello there. Just two of you?
Allow me. Allow me.
So they researched the use of feral souls. Origenics Iborg.
You underestimate me.
One down. Okay, another information terminal. Experiment log 216. Subject Ambrose. Experiment sees a soulless body infused with multiple souls, including those of beasts, via a prototype multi-regulator. Subject currently behaves within the parameters of a living person, but displays advanced symptoms of personality breakdown and destructive tendencies. This is all but certainly due to an overdominance of feral souls. Yet while the subject possesses phenomenal strength, it cannot be reliably controlled, rendering it unfit for purpose. Future experiments must focus on imposing loyalty and obedience. They're going like full Garlean Empire here.
You underestimate me.
Automatoise. Alright, final boss. Oh, that looks kind of familiar. Ambrose the Undeparted. So this is the experimental test subject thing that they were working on, huh? Alright. Let's see what it's got. Nearby cages are under the strain of psychokinesis. Oh, I thought that might be the case. Incoming ads.
Try this!
Okay. I see, okay.
There.
Ah, I see. Ooh, here should be okay, I think. Psychokinesis again.
Just the beginning.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we don't want to be in front of it when it does that. Come on now, let's say. Stay still when you're moving around with that.
Behold!
Alright.
I have you now. Try this!
Oh, this spot should be safe again. It has a bit of a wide path, but... Alright, it's down. Origenics choker offending. Okay. Let's exit.
It's not opening.
Shale, can you see to the lock?
Just a moment. never reliable.
Follow the passage inside and you'll come to an elevator. It'll take you to the 11th level.
Right. Let's keep moving.
I guess this is where all the souls are stored.
The 11th level. Just
Oops. Keep doing that.
Look. Soul cells. This is where they're kept.
What? Then these are all...
Indeed. Many died in the attack. Their souls would have been processed and transported here for storage. Or so I had expected.
a soul cell is supposed to light up green when loaded, isn't it? Yet the light is out on most of these.
Don't tell me he's already used them up! That's why he cut down one of his own. For the regulator! Who's there?
Ah.
Alphino! And Y'shtola and Astinian too!
Here to join the fun?
Lest you wonder, all is well in Taral. The enemy has withdrawn, freeing us up to come and lend you a hand.
The backroom crew gave us a briefing. No rest for the righteous as usual, eh?
I guess you're following up behind us?
The idea of empowering oneself with souls is rather reminiscent of void-sent practices. I should be keen to learn more about the process, after more pressing matters have been resolved.
I believe I speak for everyone when I say I'm glad you're here. As you'll have heard, the Alexandrians have suffered heavy casualties. We must stop Zoralja before it gets any worse.
Alright. Onward to the summit.
I thank you for coming with me this far, my friends. And I ask you to lend me your strength one last time. Together, let us defeat Zoralja and safeguard the future of Tulihyolal.
And here is where I must excuse myself. Come back in one piece. You hear me?
We will. Every one of us.
Right, because we need some manpower for the trial up ahead. And it's just fog.
What in the world is that?
It looks like a gigantic void gate.
It couldn't be a void gate.
It's enormous.
Aye. It dwarfs even the ones Aromas opened.
That is no void gate. It doesn't lead to the 13th.
Then...
Yes. In all likelihood, it's a portal to yet another reflection.
By the 12! To think that realities being fused together was only the beginning.
The speculation must wait. He's here.
And juiced up.
There is a limit to how much ether a living being can harbor while retaining its physical form. Zoralja has far exceeded that limit. With the souls he has absorbed, he has attained power to rival even a king among Voidsent, but at a terrible cost.
12 have mercy.
Brother? It ends here and now.
How it vexes when you call me brother. Brother, blood heir, resilient son. Who am I? What is my path? Why was I born?
I am Wuklamat, vow of resolve of Tulihyolol. And you are Zorolja, king of resolve of Alexandria. For the last time, we fight. For duty. For blood. For everything.
Yes, we fight. Hold nothing back. This multitude of souls I shall burn to the last mote. I will kill you and prove the miracle. I will prove that I am Father's true successor.
All right, Everkeep now accessible. There we go. Very techno. All right. Almost. Got some hints of I don't know, Daft Punk? I don't know. Alright, but we're going to go ahead and end the episode here, and we will start next episode with the trial fight. So, we'll get to it when we come back. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.